Hey everyone, it's Mike with It's Pittsfield Tonight. I'm going to jump right into it. And I'm going to start with, we'll start with the Harry Bateman Memorial Jimmy Fund Fishing Derby that took place this weekend, Saturday the 4th, at Anoda Lake at the Frank Controy Pavilion. It was a huge turnout, and I think, I was told by, I think Steve Bateman, who Steve and his family are organize and run the whole event. He has a big team. I think he said it was the biggest one yet. So it was unbelievable. And the amount of prizes and giveaways to the kids, it was huge. So many kids, little kids left there with bicycles and fishing gear. And I mean, it was just unbelievable. There was so many different types of gifts. It was unbelievable. All really nice stuff. Josh Chrisman, I think his name is, he's putting another tournament on. He gave away a kayak to the, I think it had something to do with the categories that, because the 2 years that they couldn't do the Derby. But it was a beautiful kayak. And there's a picture of that I posted in the video. The young man who won that was thrilled. I would have been thrilled. So it was a really nice gift. I mean, they were high-end, super high-end gifts, all of them. So I was happy to be there and be part of that. And I did say that in the first post I put that I was a little disappointed that nobody from the city showed up to such a big event. And, you know, there's always the few. It's 2 or 3 people. They used to get under my skin. Now they used to really get under my skin. I've been doing this long enough now where when I started doing this, I thought I had thick skin. I really did. I thought I had thick skin. And I would wake up in the morning and start reading some of the comments. And I mean, it would be people ripping apart my looks, calling me big nose. I mean, just some of the most hateful stuff you can say. And it did get to me. I would try to pretend it didn't, but it was hard not to. And I know I did it to myself. You know, I put myself out there. So I used to let that bother me. Now there's the same 2 or 3 people that kind of dwindle around. No matter, I say something's black, they say it's white. I say it's green, they say it's blue. I don't even have to mention them by name. Everyone knows who does that. So anyway, what I was saying was, when I said I was a little disappointed the city officials that no one showed up, one of the people responded with, well, there was a lot going on and this and that. Look, there is zero excuse. Zero excuse. You can't give me an excuse in the world that would be legitimate. City Hall, right? If you're the mayor, you're the manager. You oversee everything. If you have an engagement coming up, like the Harry Bateman Jimmy Fund tournament, not something new, not a surprise thing nobody knew about. It's been going on for 30 years. It's a huge deal, heavily promoted, heavily talked about way prior to the event, all over social media and radio and everywhere. So it gets a lot of attention. If you are the mayor, well, let's put it this way. I'll tell you what I would have done if I was the mayor, since everybody was so busy. If I was the mayor, and I knew, okay, that weekend I have the Pride event at the Common. I've got graduation ceremonies. I've got the Harry Bateman Jimmy Fund and a couple other things. If I knew I had a full schedule, and if I absolutely could not find a way to pop in for 10 or 15 minutes, which I can't imagine, but if that is the case, and I absolutely couldn't, as the mayor, I would definitely send somebody from City Hall to show up and say, hey, sorry, the mayor wanted to send me down here. He wanted to apologize that he couldn't make it. He has some prior engagements he had to be at, but just wanted to definitely show his support and thank you for all you do for the community. Maybe give them a little certificate, something to let them know the city is behind them. You can't tell me that there's any reason in the world why that didn't happen. It didn't happen because they didn't care. And I'm not picking out city councilors, and that's the responsibility of City Hall. Okay? Period. There's zero excuse for that. So that is why I posted that, and I wasn't harsh about it. I said a little disappointed, and then, the mayor's wife jumped in, and I mean, the mayor's husband, the mayor's husband liked to comment, and another individual, and, look, you can defend it all you want. Excuses are just, people get tired of hearing excuses. That wasn't me being harsh on anybody. My exact verbatim, what I put was, I was a little disappointed. I was more than that, but I thought I'd be nice publicly. There's no excuse. So anyway, it was a huge event, very successful. It was an honor to be there, to be able to be there as press. I've been to many of those, but to be there as press, I thought that was cool. And I was happy to be there and promote it on the page, and I can't wait to do it next year. So another thing I want to touch on is some of you probably know a few weeks ago, a petition that was brought forward, I think by Ronaldo Del Gallo, to the city council, asking for a ban, a citywide ban on nip bottles. And believe me, I get there's a huge problem with nip bottles. There is. There's a huge problem with people, because it's people throwing them everywhere. They're everywhere. Nip bottles and lottery tickets. I don't know what there's more of. Cigarette butts, you don't see those like you used to, because, a pack of smokes is like $14 or something now. But nip bottles and lottery tickets. So anyway, this bottle ban, he wants to ban nip bottles completely from Pittsfield. And a lot of the liquor store owners that I've been talking to, some of them are going to come on record. I understand their concerns. Because of the way our city works, a lot of them were afraid to speak publicly because they don't want retaliation from the city or anything like that for anyone to misconstrue what they're saying. But they've taken it in their own hands right now. So they're going to appear in front of the city, I think tonight. And some of the local liquor store owners with some of the vendors, and they've started developing with the vendors a program where they're going to have a dispenser in the stores, and they're going to start really encouraging through their own programs, incentives for those nip bottles to come back and properly be disposed. So they're coming forward to the city, I believe tonight, I think there's a subcommittee or committee meeting tonight. And I forget which one. But I'm going to follow up on that. And I think that's huge because, again, that's showing another step where the city, for one, that you can't, that ban is ridiculous. And I'm sorry to Ronaldo, but it's ridiculous because what would happen is people would go over to Dalton or Lanesboro or anywhere else, Hancock, and they would buy all their nip bottles there, and they'd bring them home, and they'd still litter the same places they are littering and do the same things, only now you just took all that business away from Pittsfield liquor stores. So that's ridiculous. You can't, it wouldn't work. It's ridiculous. I thought it's past time for a bottle bill on those and make it a high one, 15 cents. Make it a 15-cent one, and you will not see those things anywhere. They'll be like gold to some people. So that's the easiest solution. I don't know how easy it is to pass that through, but that's what we should be looking at is a bottle bill on it, and one more than a nickel. I don't think a nickel is enough of an incentive. 15 cents would be, maybe even 10 would be. So anyway, that's it on that. I've got a ton of other stuff going on. I'm going to follow up on. I'm going to reach out to Tim Shagru. I haven't talked to him in a while. I want to see where things are at with his campaign. And Tim did message me and say, I'm sorry I'm not going to be able to make it to the event. He did give me a heads up on that. So, and he's a candidate campaigning. That was directed at City Hall. That was the responsibility of City Hall when I was referring to them not showing up at the tournament, period. Anyway. So that is it for now. It's beautiful weather this week. lot going on, like I said, and I'll keep everyone updated on all this stuff. So pay attention to everything going on, really. And we're still in budget hearings. There's so much being talked about. It's crazy. And then fuel costs. So I'll be talking about that in tomorrow's video. And I know I said that's it for now, but oil, as I said, and it hit this morning, 120 a barrel. It was right now it's sitting at 119.50 something. It's not good what's happening. Get ready at the pump. I think here in Pittsfield we're going to be over $5 within a week or less. That's what it looks like. So all right, again, that's it for now. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Be kind to each other, and I'll catch you all in the next day or two.